What's up, guys? It is Corey from Super Kami Guru 9000, and welcome to my review of Naruto Shippuden, episode 311. Another filler episode that has better animation than the canon episodes. I'm not surprised. What I am surprised about, however, is the fact that this is actually a tie-in to the most recent Naruto Shippuden movie, which is Road to Ninja. And stop before you actually watch this review. Make sure that you check out my review of the actual movie itself, Road to Ninja. I'll put an annotation right above, and I'll put a link to it in the description box below. So this actually isn't the first tie-in we've had to Road to Ninja. There was one that we had right before the movie came out, which was all about the Bizarro version of Sakura going into this world of Naruto. And this one was a little different. This is actually all what happened the day before all of this took place. And the beginning of the episode opens up with Toby getting ready to start this brand new tested Tsukiyomi, the limited Tsukiyomi. And he's going to do this by looking into Naruto's mind. He's going to see what his deepest desires are. And that's where the episode really comes into play. And we get to see how lonely Naruto is. I mean, it's a fact that we've known for a very long time. And if you just got done watching Road to Ninja, you know, it sucks to be Naruto sometimes. You know, he didn't grow up with his parents. You know, everybody shunned him for having the demon fox inside of his stomach. But I thought we were past that stuff at this point. And this episode had a lot of really weird moments. Like at the beginning, Naruto was about to play this card game with a few of his clones, which is funny and really, really depressing at the same exact time. But the main basis of the episode is that a lot of characters are returning from a mission, and they decide they're going to go to the bathhouse to recover. And Lee, when he gets back, he doesn't want to go to the bathhouse. He wants to train, but he also has to run a few errands. And he runs into Naruto, and he realizes that Naruto's all lonely and everything, so he basically gets him to come to the bathhouse and rounds everybody up to go, and it's really, really awesome, because he's just looking out for Naruto's best interest, because he realizes he's lonely, and he just wants him to hang out with his friends, and he promises that he'll be there later. By the way, if this is sounding familiar, that's because this plot point was actually used in Road to Ninja as well. It's sort of a parallel to it, but we'll get into that stuff later. So everybody's at the hot springs. There's a lot of really weird moments, especially in the guys' hot spring. There's this one moment where Naruto looks down at Shino's crotch for a very weird amount of time, and then he looks really excited, and that's really creepy. And then he realizes that there's like this giant larva basically sitting in Shino's crotch because, you know, he's the bug guy. Choji jumping into the water, which is a parallel to the part in Road to Ninja. But I think the part everybody's going to remember is seeing the girls in the hot spring, especially Hinata. There's a whole joke about the fact that she's really uncomfortable about hanging out with the other girls because she's a floater. Eventually, the part of the episode that I thought was really funny is Naruto realizes, oh, the girls are on the other side, and he has this immediate hilarious swagger when he figures this out. He really is the student of Jiraiya when you see this episode. And he tries to sneak a peek at the girls, but when he does, Rock Lee actually crashes right through the ceiling because he was actually finishing up his training right before he got to the hot springs. So all the girls get really, really pissed at him, and they think he was a peeping Tom. And Naruto feels really, really upset about this because he's like, Lee was looking out for me, I gotta look out for him. So he decides to, you know, take the blame, and, you know, he gets right in the way and he explains, you gotta look out for your friends, you gotta learn to trust each other. Unfortunately for Naruto, in the ensuing madness, Sakura's bra actually got accidentally attached to his towel, so when he turns around, all the girls see this, and he, of course, gets uppercutted right into heaven. This ends the episode where we get to see he goes back to his apartment for the night, but all the other guys come back, and they all hang out and have a good game of cards, and it's really cool at first, but then they all leave, and it gets really depressing again. Naruto realizes that he's alone again, and this is great because it actually leads into what's going to be going on into the movie, because they cut right back to Toby, and he can see, I finally know Naruto's inner desires, blah, 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 I'm evil. And then he sets up the movie where you get to see all of the different Akatsuki members sitting there. Are they really the Akatsuki members? Aren't they supposed to be dead? Watch Road to Ninja to figure out, or watch my review. But that's pretty much the end of the episode there. There was a lot of other stuff I skipped because it was a really big comedy episode. But I thought this episode was going to suck. I was really ready to hate this episode. But you know what? I think this one was better than the very first tie-in to Road to Ninja. This one felt like it flowed into the movie a lot better, and the other one was just like, I kept asking myself, what? Huh? This makes no sense. Also, this was a pretty well-animated episode. I'm not saying, like, it's the best thing in the world or anything, but for an average episode, it was pretty good, and it was definitely better than some of the canon episodes I've seen. You know, it was almost on par with Road to Ninja, to be perfectly honest. So, guys, if you are fans of the series, check it out. If you haven't seen Road to Ninja, I would actually watch this maybe right before you watch that. It might actually help a little bit. And maybe even watch that other Road to Sakura episode, because everything does sort of tie in now that you see all these things together, and it is pretty interesting. I mean, it is all filler, but, you know, take it for what it is. So I'm actually going to give this episode a 9 out of 10. I'd give it a higher score if a little bit more happened than just a giant hot springs adventure. But still, this was a pretty good tie-in, and like I said, I think a much better tie-in than the first Road to Ninja episode. So 9 out of 10, check it out, guys. So how did you guys feel about this week's episode? You can let me know with your comments below. Remember, guys, before you leave, make sure and hit that like button and give this video a thumbs up. That concludes this review today. Super Kami Guru 9000, out.